Oh, and Happy New Year to you guys. We're going to be doing a ham dinner. Hey, Ladybug. How are you, Patty? I'm going to wait for a couple more people to arrive before I start actual cooking. And, of course, the mouthpiece is going to be um, barking in the background for a little while. So how is your Saturday going, Patty? Is everything good with you? Wait for hopefully more people join. If not, it's going to be a really, really small chat today. Mouthpiece. Enough. Edward. The mouthpiece has to be barking, of course, on camera. Edward, enough. Go lay down. You, lay down. So I hope everybody's having a good New Year's, well, it's the week after, but hopefully everybody has a good New Year. We're going to get started. I've not done the inventory, and right now it's been suggested it's up to the general manager who just got promoted. So hopefully with next week being a full week, next week it'll get done sometime. It's either going to be done tomorrow or Monday or Wednesday, because I told her, I said I can't do it on an actual pantry day when they're opened. It's got to be done afterwards. Hi, Betty. How are you? Just waiting for some last minute people. You can kind of see the ham. I'm going to kind of point to it. It's over, there it is. It's that red thing that's sitting right there. I've got the ham there. And then if I switch you guys over here, you'll see that thing right there is the applesauce cake. That made such a good cake that Bob and I decided we were going to do it again today. So I have it cooling in the background. So hopefully, I was appointed with a supervisor or underneath, so I'm going to have help when I do the inventory, Patty, and I'll let you know on the next live chat how that goes. I made a spreadsheet of everything currently in the pantry. I just don't have the actual count numbers because we haven't done that yet. So, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to use the chat. I am actually monitoring the chat, so feel free to talk and stuff. And in a few minutes, I'm going to get started with the ham, probably maybe in 10 minutes or so. I'm not really going for a early dinner. I do want to do a shout out. One of my friends who I went out with last night asked me to do a shout out even though he's not watching the live stream. So Andrew, hi. It was nice seeing you and the boys last night. That was my shout out to him. So hopefully he'll watch the replay. So what's on the docket for everybody? Anybody cooking anything fun and exciting today? I'm doing the ham that I actually bought 2 weeks before Christmas that didn't get cooked, so that's going to be dinner tonight for us. I also have the bakla still in the refrigerator that I need to make this week because that was purchased just after Thanksgiving, and luckily it's a salted fish, but I'm gonna be making that later on in the week. Yeah, I'm not I'll be honest with you, I'm not a huge ham fan, but I do love ham in split pea soup, and that'll be coming up probably sometime next week. Oh, two ingredient cookie recipe. Simple overripe bananas and quick oatmeal. I wish the pantry had the oatmeal. We've been getting in bananas that have been overripe, but currently we have no oatmeal at the pantry. Right now, I think the two products that we're inundated with are canned espresso coffee, and right now we have a lot of stovetop stuffing that seems to be very slow, but I have been printing out recipes for people at the pantry. So I've been utilizing your idea of what we talked about for the pantry, and so far it's been going over pretty nice. We also have a lot of mascarpone cheese, so I've got to do a tiramisu recipe for people if they're interested in using mascarpone. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing a live tiramisu coming up. So I'm just going to give it a couple more minutes. I'm going to take you guys over to here. Sorry, my kitchen's a little bit of a mess because, like I said, I've got the applesauce cake right there is just cooling. I made that a couple of hours ago. I'm going to move you guys up. Well, not too far up. Okay, so I have my all-clad with a rack in here. And this is not all that of an expensive ham. It's just the spiral ham that I bought at my local grocery store. And I have a little bit of apple juice. So we're going to pour a little bit of apple juice in this. And the first thing we are going to do is see how it wants to eat this. Oh. So I'm going to just put the package in there. And if you get this glazed package, usually, well, this is a dry one. This isn't liquid. What I do is sometimes I hang on to these. I don't usually use them because they have a lot of sodium in there. So I just put that off to the side. You can use that. I know there are recipes galore for ham dinners where you can use mustard. You could do a brown sugar. I'm going to do a brown sugar and honey and maple syrup glazed on the ham, but I'm going to do that a little bit later. Hi, John. How are you? Welcome. So I'm just going to take the ham out, and this is a pre-spiraled, so it's already cut for me. And it was a fluke. I happened to grab a spiral. Usually I prefer the whole ham versus the spiral, but sometimes they're tricky to actually cut. Of course, the one thing that this ham is, it is fully cooked, so we're just going to heat it. Keep refrigerated. Yeah, I know that. Okay, okay, does the packet say sprinkle on top? Add more, and it doesn't give me a time to cook this. So I think I'm gonna set my oven for 325, I think. Oh, wait, not that. So I'm gonna preheat my oven. We'll go about 325. That sounds good for a ham. Because this is already pre-cooked. All we really need to do is heat it through, which will take a couple of hours. I'm not going to do a live stream for the entire time that the ham is on the, or in the oven. I'm going to take the ham out of the package. And like I said, this is fully cooked, so you could actually go ahead and eat it right now, and make sandwiches out of it. One thing with the pre-sliced is you'll find these little round things that they usually have covering the bone. You want to make sure you remove that. Yeah, I do too. When I do the pineapple slices on the ham, I don't usually do it or suggest doing it when it's already sliced, because what happens a lot of times is you can't, it'll slide all over, it'll slide in between the slices. But yeah, pineapple is really good with ham. Perfect. I'm going to take a little piece of ham.
325, 12 to 15 minutes per pound.
Oh, so my husband just said 325, 15 to 20 minutes per pound.
No, 12 to 15, one says, and the other one says 10 to 16.
Oh, 10 to 16 minutes. Okay, my husband was...
If you do 15, you should be okay.
15 minutes per pound, that's fine. And this is about a 7 or an 8 pound ham. It's not that heavy. But we're going to...
Tell you how much you weigh?
Yeah, probably. I probably threw that out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour a little bit of apple juice over the ham and make a mess in the process. So I'm going to put about maybe a quarter of an inch of apple juice. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tent the ham. Jen says hi to you. He's downstairs. He says hi back. I might bring him up in a little bit.
In the dark, can't watch my shows.
Yeah, he's complaining because I'm doing a live stream. He's unable to watch any of his TV shows right now. But I told him, I'm like, if it's not really loud, he could put it up. So what's nice about tenting the ham is you get it kind of makes its own little convection oven, and it prevents the ham from actually drying out, because there's nothing worse than having a very dry ham that nobody will enjoy. And like I said to Betty earlier, I'm not a big fan of ham. I mean, I've had ham growing up. It's not my favorite foods to eat, but I do love my grandmother, or my great-grandmother's actually, her split pea recipe. And that's going to utilize the ham bone. I have to go get a couple of other ingredients for it. So while the oven is heating, I'm going to take you guys back over here for a minute. And I want to thank you guys if you guys were on the live for New Year's Eve. That was a blast. We had so much fun with the live stream. Let's see. Jen said, I used to make ham with crushed ginger snaps and mustard. Yeah, I have heard about the mustard, apple cider in the pan. I bet it is. I saw one recipe from the 1950s that uses grape jelly, where you melt the jelly and then you brush the ham. And I like to play with the glaze that goes on the ham. Usually I do it the last 15 minutes or so with the ham and just put a really nice bourbon glaze on it, and it's really good. So, it's going to take a couple of minutes for the oven to heat up. Todd, if you're on, welcome. You're going to hear my husband's TV. He's getting ready to watch the football game in the background. Hopefully I shouldn't get a copyright for that, because they can't really hear that. So what other new and exciting things are going on with you guys? Anything fun and exciting? I am going to be doing a gardening update soon, because I have new developments on my 2 Christmas cactuses. One is about to bloom, and one is starting to produce its buds. So it's going to be a late bloomer this year, but it looks like it's going to rebloom again. So, let's see. So with the ham, I'm going to be making just 2 trays of Bob Evans. I'm going to do a broccoli with cheddar cheese sauce and spiced apples that Bob Evans makes. Oh, shepherd pie, okay. With the dinner, and then a little later on, my husband's going to make mashed potatoes. Oh, fudge, okay. Yeah, this is kind of, I don't know if you guys can see. We finally got a snowstorm late last night. And not a lot of snow, just enough to coat the grass and stuff. But we're gearing up for a much larger snowstorm that's going to be coming in on Tuesday. Although now it's going back and forth between rain and snow. So... and they're expecting it to be a really heavy snow, which I'm not looking forward to, because Tuesday is my pantry day. Okay, so the oven is preheated. I'm going to go ahead and slide our ham into the oven. I'm going to move you guys down. Yeah, unfortunately, we haven't... Hold on, I'm going to angle you guys a little bit more and bring you up. Unfortunately, we didn't really get enough snow. I certainly didn't have to shovel the sidewalk or anything. It pretty much melted. It was, the roads were a little bit slick, last night when I came home from the city. So this is gonna take 12 to 16 minutes per pound. And I need to see, I actually threw out the part of the ham where it tells me how many pounds it is. And it is, oh, I lied, it's 10 pounds. So it's going to take about an hour and 20 minutes. So while that's going, that applesauce cake looks so delicious. I'm just letting it cool. We're going to just do a chat for now since I put the ham in the oven. I will show you guys how to do the glaze in a few minutes. Oh yeah, you're getting, yeah, Betty in Minnesota, because you guys got the brunt of the storm that with the low, and I think you guys are supposed to get a good chunk of it on Tuesday. I know if you're on the East Coast, they're almost expecting blizzard conditions in part of the New England area. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. You organized all your Christmas decor. Unfortunately, mine's still up. We were gonna put it away today, and then Bob was like, he didn't feel like doing it, and I'm like going, neither do I. I'm like, I'll just leave it up for a while. Yeah, it's amazing at how fast. And a lot of my friends said, you know, you'll put it away and then in two blinks of an eye, you'll be getting the stuff out to put back up. Because these years seem to be flying by. So any drink recipes that you guys can think of that you want Bob to focus on, let me know in the comments down below. Because probably not next week, but maybe the week after, he'll be coming on and doing another drink episode. And this ham is really, really juicy. It's a really good ham. If I don't dry it out. Let's see. Now, Jen, are you in the South or are you in Texas? I can't remember. I know one of you guys lives in the southern states where you don't get any snow, which you're lucky. My son lives in Florida, so they don't get snow. So, I'm going to take you guys to the living room because I'm going to grab part of what I'm going to do the glaze with, and I need to grab the brown sugar. Oh, you're in Kentucky. Well, you get snow in Kentucky. Fortunately for you, I think you've been staying on the rain side. Although I know, I don't know if you guys are supposed to get the severe weather. I don't think it goes all the way into Kentucky, but I know, they're watching Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, the upper portion of Florida and Georgia are supposed to get some really nasty weather. Oh, I love Paducah. I haven't been to Paducah in years. So I grabbed some brown sugar. And I'm actually going to, I know, sorry I'm moving you guys a lot. I'm actually going to grab one of the whiskeys. And we'll use the Canadian Club today. I like to do a adult version of the glaze that I do for the ham. And this can be made ahead of time. You just want to make sure that you keep the glaze on like a very, very low flame, because if you make it too far ahead of time, what happens is it becomes concrete in your pan. So you want to kind of do this closer to when the ham gets done. And all you need for this is a little saucepan. You don't need anything elaborately big. Edward, quiet. You've got 45 minutes. You're not starving to death. So I'm just going to get the glaze. I'm not going to start it, but we're going to use maybe a third of a cup of good whiskey. And I'm Actually, I'm gonna have to tip you guys over because you won't really be able to see it. So there's not that much whiskey in there. There might be 1/3 of a cup. And then I'm going to use 1 stick of butter. Hey Maria, how are you? Welcome. And just, the ham is already in the refrigerator, in the oven, so it's starting to cook. I'm just getting a glaze ready. So to this, what you're gonna do is you're gonna add any type of alcohol. Usually I use a good whiskey if you want to do a whiskey rub, and this will cook off, so you will not taste the alcohol on your ham. I use about a 1/2 cup to a cup of brown sugar and 1 to 1.5 sticks of butter, and then about maybe 4 tablespoons of maple syrup. And what you do is you just let it all come to a simmer in your little pan, and then with a brush you can brush your ham, and that makes a really, really nice glaze for your ham. So now that that's been done, move you guys over here. I'm gonna move that over a little bit. Yeah, I do ham probably maybe twice a year. Like I said, you missed it. I'm not a huge fan of ham, and I don't know why. I think I had so much ham as a kid. Between my dad's parents and my mom's parents, that was something that was served quite often, and I just, when I became an adult, there are other things I like better than ham. Ham is not my go-to, but my great-grandmother's split pea soup recipe, which we'll be making next week, does have ham in it, and I will utilize the ham bone for it. Oh, you use, okay, honey instead of brown sugar. Yeah, I don't know, sometimes I do. Okay, John, hope your fudge turns out good. Yeah, hopefully you'll see the in the live replay later on. So the ham's only been in for not even 10 minutes probably. So and it's gonna take about an hour and, what did I say, about an hour and 20 minutes? Hour and 30 minutes to cook or to heat through. It's already fully cooked. It just needs to heat. So, let's see. What else is going on? I don't have any other than the split pea. Oh, I do have the bakla recipe, and I'm trying to figure out how to make that. Since Christmas has come and gone, I need to start getting the fish to soak in water, but I need to clear up some room in the refrigerator for that to be done. And I will be doing I think I'll be doing a video of that sometime this week, because that takes about 2 days to prepare. Oh, Ladybug, Patty, I don't need to, because it's 5:23. I put it in about 5:15, so I'll check it in probably an hour. And I probably won't keep you guys for the full hour, because my husband does want to watch football since they're getting ready to do the playoffs. But I'm going to actually take you guys back over here. I'm going to start getting the glaze ready. I'm going to reach into the refrigerator and I'm going to grab the butter. And I used 2 sticks earlier today when I did the applesauce cake. We made an applesauce cake earlier, and you guys all know you're on the garbage can. Oh, I know. And I know who it was meant for. So you don't need to soften your butter. You can let it just melt on the flame. You do want to be careful if you do use an alcohol in your glaze. Don't pour it, especially if you have a gas stove. Don't pour the alcohol into the pot over a flame, because you can start a really, really big fire that way. So I've got one stick of butter in here. Like I said, this is cold, so I don't have that on. I'm just gonna I'm actually gonna kind of put that in the back. You know, I might do your version, and instead of using the brown sugar, I think I might do the maple syrup instead. Patty, how much maple syrup do you usually put in your recipe to thicken it up? So we're gonna see how this goes. Let me grab my maple syrup. I think I got. Bob, do we still have the real maple syrup, or did we eat it all?
Yeah, there's real maple syrup there. Plus, there's some in the cabinet.
In the this one?
Well, there's maple syrup there. Plus, there's some in the.
Oh, there's molasses. I see, but I'm not using molasses.
There's another full Mr. Butterworth.
Oh yeah, I see the Miss Butterworth. I thought we had the real maple syrup.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay, we used that then. So I'm just gonna use Mrs. Butterworth. Sorry if you guys are a little bit far away, and I'm just gonna pour a good quantity of maple syrup in here. And this is gonna taste like a honey bourbon. Oh, I should put honey in it, actually.
You have to eat the honey.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the problem. The honey gets all solidified.
The one in the right-hand cabinet would be the better one.
The right-hand cabinet. I'm in the right-hand cabinet, but I don't see the honey. So, well, Bob, you don't have to come up right now. I'll figure this out on my own. Hubby needs my help. Okay, Patty. A quarter cup? Okay, yeah, that's what I did. So, anything fun and exciting going on today with you guys? Maria, you doing anything? I know you're getting ready to have a baby fairly soon. Today's been kind of just a relaxing day. I decided to do a quick live stream rather than filming because my days are kind of getting really busy with the pantry and everything. So, and I've been really, really tired this weekend. Plus, I had an incident that happened yesterday, but we'll talk about that on another video because that has nothing to do with the cooking. So post in the room and let me know who all is on, because actually I think there is a way for me to see who's on. Participants, oh, not really. Okay, so it's been Jen and Patty. Let's see, getting snow. Betty said that. Okay, let's see. Maria, are you still on? Let me know who all is in the room. Oh, you're still listening here while baking. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and move you guys over on this side now. I got to grab some honey out of the cabinet if I can find any. My God, I must have gone on a molasses spree. Although I think I use the molasses for when I do rye bread. So now I've got to figure out where the honey is hidden. Oh, there it is. Oh, well, I can't reach it, so I'm not going to put honey in this one.
I'll reach it. I want the honey.
Oh, all right. My husband does want honey, so he's going to have to come up and get it because it's all the way in the back, and I hate this cabinet because I can't reach anything into it. I'm too short, and because of this thing right here, makes it really, really difficult.
Yeah, put that over there.
So the cake is finally cooled down. I'm going to actually now transfer it to the table. It's on the top shelf in the back. So
I'm glad you can see it.
It's next to the canola oil.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's way, like you said, it's way in the back. So this should be interesting to see if he can get it, because it's really far in the back.
If you didn't have this thing so jammed.
Don't complain that it's so jammed. Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, I know.
Always a good thing when the husband wants something and he can't reach it. So this has been my day so far.
Oh, it's no big deal. You could have done this too.
Well, I could have done it, but then I would have been off camera, on camera, off camera, on camera.
You've been that way anyway.
Okay, yay! Husband grabbed the honey down. Okay, now as soon as he clears out, I can start the glaze. So, for those of you that are viewing this, if you guys want to chat in the chat
Was
room,
this in there?
no, that was in the pantry. I'll put that back
What
because
did I all take out?
I have no clue what you took out. Oh, yeah, that.
Things we don't use.
Yeah,
All up front.
all up front. Although I do use that baking soda.
Well, the baking soda, we
Or
have
is
so
that
much
old?
freaking baking soda.
Okay, alright. Hi, Ice.
That's it.
Yeah, shut it if I find anything going on. Yeah, leave a comment down below so I can say hi to you guys.
Doesn't need to be, okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say it didn't. I'm not using the solidified honey.
Well, you could.
Yeah, I could.
That's what I do when I.
Well, the problem is I don't know where that is, so I'm gonna use about a quarter of a cup of the pure honey.
That's in the left hand side.
If it's in the left hand side, I didn't see it. So I'm gonna put the glaze on a simmer, and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. It has honey, the bourbon, and the maple syrup, and the maple syrup, and a little bit of honey in here. I'm just gonna put this on a really, really, really low flame. And it's just gonna slowly, and I don't know if you guys can actually see the flame. I'm gonna try to get it, I'll turn it up so you can see it. And then I'm gonna turn it way, way, way down. I'm almost gonna put it on a simmer, because you just want the glaze to heat. You don't want it to actually boil, because then it starts separating stuff. So, since nobody's chatting in the chat room, I don't know what else to say other than I'm going to be waiting for the dinner to get ready in about another hour or so. I'm going to do the sliced apples and the broccoli with cheddar cheese, but those are all microwavable. They're in trays. We will be doing mashed potatoes with this, but I don't need to start them for about 20 minutes. So if anybody else has any comments or anything to say, I'm going to wrap up this chat for today. I will be doing lives. I think I figured out, starting probably not next week, but maybe the following week, I'll be doing lives once a week, probably on Saturdays, and probably between 1 and 3 p.m. And we're going to get back to regular meals versus baking, although there will be some baking that'll be included, because we're going to do in 4 days we're going to do a countdown to my 51st birthday, which will be happening next month. What are you all godding about, Bob? What were you all godding about?
Well, you're starting that early?
Well, I celebrate my birthday for an entire month, but we're not celebrating it, we're just counting down to it. So anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going to let you guys get back to your Saturday. I'm going to let the ham just heat up slowly. I'll check on it in about an hour, and then we'll glaze it. So, thank you for tuning in. Tune in next time for another Cooking with Joel video.